live stream lectures. I'm out here on my property enjoying the sun, and I just want to share with everybody some little hobby I gotten into is in the process of already feeders. It's something about when you're living in nature. And I've always had a dream of just being able to live with nature and get out here and enjoy nature and the birds. But I just want to show everyone a couple of, and I had about a half acre cleared on my property. I got my little tiny home out here. But here's one of the bird feeders I set up, and it's close to my little home. Here's one of my bird feeders, and I done a little research on bird feeders. I got one set up here, and I'm noticing I had to replenish those bird seeds on that particular bird feeder. And then as you come over here, here's my second. Let me get a little closer. Here's my second bird feeder there. And they're eating it. I'm just not seeing them when they're coming to it, but they're out here. I'm going to continue to set my bird feeders up throughout my property because I spend a lot of time out here. I'm working out, I'm soaking up the sun, I'm drinking my coffee, and all of this is just forest, nature. As you can see, you might be able to see some of the sun beaming through. Come down a little further. I had my contractors to clear all of this, push it to the side. And I got a third bird feeder over here, right there, as you can see that. And that was all the way full, but they've been eating off that. So I got about 3 bird feeders out here on my property that I had cleared. As you see there's the woods, nature. You know, I was talking to one of my neighbors who lives out here in the country before I actually got out here, but there were people trespassing and hunting for wild turkey and deer. All of that's out here. And as you see, more of the woods there. So I got about 3 bird feeders. I'm gonna get as many as I can as the spirit guide me and set them up out here. And like I said, you know, living this lifestyle is going to allow me to connect with nature, to connect with God. It just feels good to be removed from the matrix. It really does. And this is a new hobby for me. All of that. Look at that. Nothing but surrounded by nature. I have a total of about 15 acres. Of the 15 acres, I had a half acre cleared. I'm gonna get probably about another half acre cleared, just have a little bit more workout room. Because right now I'm out here, I'm working out. I'm just soaking up the sun, feeding the birds, and enjoying life. Here we go. And it's something about when you're outside with nature, you're more connected with God. Your mind ain't on nothing. You know, I really love listening to the birds, watching the birds, the sun, all of that. It's just, I'm just so far removed from life in my own little utopia. And just imagine, God created all of this. The trees, the sun, the birds, the ground, all of this created by the Almighty God. And I'm enjoying every single bit of it. So right now I have 3 bird feeders, and I'm thinking, and I don't know a whole lot about birds, but I know how to read, and I did the best I could to set these bird feeders up, because you got to understand, people, that I had to get my contractors to come out here to clear this whole half acre. So as they cut and remove some of these trees, they just had to get them out the way to clear space for my tiny home. But I like how I'm able to just walk up. As you see this, and I just was sitting out here, I said, whoa, that'd be a good spot for a bird feeder. Because I had this bird feeder in a different position, but I like how I can just walk up to this bird feeder right there. So when I need to replenish, I got to get some more bird seeds too, but when I need to replenish I can easily replenish, and then I can easily walk up to that bird feeder, and then that third bird feeder. As you come, I spend a lot of time out here working out. My third one is a little bit more effort to get to, but I'm thinking I'm gonna leave it there because I like it there. My third bird feeder is here, and I think I'm gonna leave it there, even though I have to navigate a little bit to get to it, but that's okay. And it's near all these trees, and you know, I listen to the birds all throughout the day. I really do. And this is one of my paths that I work out with my walking, my free weights. Everything is out here. So right now, I can do a lot of things out here on this half acre that's clear, but the main thing is connect with nature and connect with God. There's some area they cut right there. The sun goes down around 5:30 here. I just really enjoy being out here. I really do. I see why people who live with nature and removed from the matrix, I see why they be so happy, because they ain't worried about nothing. The population I'm in is a population about 4,000 people, a little like 4,011 people. The church that my mother grew up in going to, I'm going to join that same church. We went to we would go to that church throughout our childhood. It has a congregation about 9 members. I make 10. So it's just really a small country town where ain't nobody worried about nothing. I'm all of this. Imagine waking up to this every single day. The weather's great. The birds are chirping. The scenery is amazing. You're removed from everybody. This is life, people. And it don't take much to live this life. You got to have to have the mindset to live this life. You really do. So again, I just wanted to share with everyone my bird feeders, my new hobby. I'm loving this hobby. Birds created by God. I'm enjoying feeding these birds. My vision is, as I continue to put more bird feeders out here, the birds are gonna realize that this is a really good spot on my half acre land that I had clear, a really good ongoing spot to come get fed. Real talk. So that's all I have. Simple, and I appreciate everybody chiming in. Everybody who come to my channel know I'm going to acknowledge my listeners and viewers, but I don't go back and forth in the chat. That'll slow me down. But I do want to acknowledge everyone who's passing through this live chat to check out my bird feeders. That's all I have. Simple Fidelis, and I'm going to leave you in the care of your own conscience. Have a great day.